everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Camila and I'm a content creator on Instagram. I'm also a blogger. I recently quit my 9-to-5 job, so this YouTube channel is something I started in the spare time that I currently have right now. If you could tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking about my first UGC paid collab that I've ever had. If you've been following along with my journey, you'll know that I am starting to go a little heavier with UGC and trying to actually test the waters and make some more money off of it. It has been, I will say, difficult, and the first part is I recently just got sick for I'm not kidding you, 2 to 3 weeks. It was very long. If you can tell, I'm a little congested still. Usually when I'm sick, I'm out for a week and then I'm good, or even just a few days, but this, whatever I had, ended up lasting 2 to 3 weeks. And it was very difficult to post videos and even content on Instagram, let alone do UGC while, sounding and feeling so sick. So now that I am feeling a little better, I wanted to make this video and share a new story. So especially if you're new watching this video as a UGC creator, hopefully you can learn some tips and learn from the mistakes that I made during this collaboration. My first UGC paid collab was at the beginning of September, so just a few months ago, and it was an inbound lead from Instagram. I actually had no idea what UGC was, so this was my gateway into the world of UGC. I of course had seen UGC type content on social media, but I didn't actually know what it was until going into this collab. What I saw from the agency was that, it was paid type of content, so that really sparked my interest and, of course made me want to work with this agency and with the brand. So that was what drew me into the collaboration. So this UGC collab was for a hair care product, which just personally is not my favorite kind of content to create. Before even talking about contract details, I had to send her a video of my hair on Instagram. I sent her, a few second videos of what my hair looked like, and she was happy to send over the contract to me via email. I probably skimmed over most areas, but even with reading the contract, I didn't understand it to the fullest. I think for your first time receiving any kind of paid collaboration deal, you're gonna just look straight at the compensation part. So that's kind of what I did, and nothing else really meant much to me. First and foremost, if you do receive a contract of any kind, one, make sure not only reading it, but that you're understanding the material as well. So for example, the contract included 1 year of organic and paid content usage. So they could use the videos that I send over them for up to 1 year. They could use it for organic usage on their social media platforms or website. And they could also use it for running ads, which is your paid portion. Typically when you let a brand use your content for paid rights or usage, you would charge a lot more than what I was being paid for. So I will reveal what the brand paid me. I was paid $50 for my first UGC paid collab. And this isn't to make people who are being paid $50 for videos or for UGC deals to kind of, think it's bad, although just know your worth and know that there are other brands that are paying way more than that. Of course, I went into this blind and I was just happy to take whatever I could, it being my first deal and all. Now I will mention the amount of work that I put into this video does not equal $50. So if I could calculate that in what I was being paid per hour, it, was definitely a minimum wage type thing. Now this is going to apply more for those who are outside of the US, but if you are looking at any dollar figure amount on a contract or a UGC contract, you want to clarify or confirm what currency that dollar amount is in. I made the personal mistake of invoicing the agency in Canadian dollars, so I went into my PayPal account and easily created an invoice, sent it off for 50 Canadian. This was an Italian agency and they would have 100% happily paid me in American. With the UGC deals that I'm doing now, of course, If I don't see a currency listed on the contract, I will ask them to put that on there. This kind of, once again, only applies if you are outside of the US, because you want to be paid the most for your money. Of course, it was a good thing that this deal was not a lot of money, so the difference between $50 US and Canadian is not that much. But if you were going into a larger deal, make sure that you clarify the currency within your contract, and if you are invoicing them, that you invoice them for the right amount. Another thing that I did not do when accepting this deal is I did not negotiate at all, and this probably goes into, you know, it being my first deal and even your first couple deals. I think even right now, I'm not the type of person to negotiate. I don't really like to be confrontational, or I don't want to lose a deal type thing. So that is still a mindset that I have to get over, and I think it's just that newcomer, you know, thinking. But as I get deeper into working with agencies, brands, and in the UGC world, I think that will go away at some point, because there's only so much that I can take in general, especially if I have a few ongoing deals. I can't accept them all, so that's going to make me, you know, push a little harder for myself and negotiate terms. Even if it's like the smallest like number to negotiate, I could have probably easily asked for like $65, and every little bit helps. So if it's your first deal, don't be scared to negotiate maybe like a 10 to 20% increase. I don't know, I'm just throwing that number out there on the existing offer that they send to you. I think that this video took me about 2 to 3 hours to make, and this is because, you know, and this is on my fault too. I honestly wasn't the best at capturing UGC content at the time, and it's crazy how this was just 3 months ago and how much I've learned since then. But the brand or the agency didn't like the first draft I sent. They said the clips were good, but the lighting was just off. It was a little too dark. So if you are creating UGC content and you're new, make sure lighting is one of your top priorities, or you are gonna have to recreate your videos from scratch. So I sent them 2 drafts. They liked the second draft. Although I will be completely honest, it is not my best work. I don't even showcase this video in my UGC portfolio because I don't really like it. I was frustrated doing this deal just because working with certain hair care products, not only did I have to recreate the video twice, but you know, I have to apply the product, I have to even wash my hair to do the deals. I'm not gonna lie, the time and energy that I put into this video, especially even with the voiceover, which was difficult to do the first time because I didn't even make a script. This brand didn't reach back out to me for another video, which I'm not surprised of. Not that I would accept another video for $50 again without at least negotiating. All in all, if you are going into your first UGC paid collab, I think it is easy to get the short end of the stick. It still is, even I think if you're an intermediate content creator. So learn from your mistakes as you go along. Try to build on your negotiating skills, because you really don't want to be frustrated creating these videos, and you want to make sure that you're being paid well and that it's worth it. Make sure that you read and understand the contract to its fullest. This can be done just by researching more on UGC and what all of your terms mean. I think that I was honestly really lucky to be reached out to and have this as an inbound lead to kind of bring me into the UGC world and community. So I'm really grateful for that. And I think with all the hours and energy I put into this first deal, it has helped pave the way of where I am now, and having the confidence to create much better videos. That is my first collab. I hope you guys learned a little something from this and know a little bit more about what you can expect working with agencies and brands in the future as a new creator. If you are still here and you like this video, it means so much if you liked, commented, and subscribed to my channel, as I recently just started it and I can't wait to make some more content for you guys.